Welcome back to Tactical Pontoon. We're going to do a short little information update. Are you having issue with resets? Is it a little spotty when it comes to reset? We recently had this issue, and we all know Glocks are simple. It's very easy to take a pin, literally they have the Glock tools or a pin. You can take one apart and put it back together in like 10 minutes, but that does not mean that it cannot be done incorrectly very easily. So, your trigger housing has a spring. That's this guy right here. Double-sided spring. There is a right way and there is a wrong way to put that in. We won't get into that part of it. However, we are going to get into how that needs to sit. That needs to sit just like this. You can see the hook. It's straight up and down. If it is cocked like this to the side, it's going to be twisted and it is not going to function like it should. When you put this together, it is possible as you're wiggling that around the connector down into the trigger block that it could become twisted. You need to look down inside to verify that that guy is sitting straight up and down, or you are going to have trigger reset issues. Now, as kind of an addition to that, this doesn't exactly pertain to my triggers because I try to make sure that you guys are covered, and I have seen this in various other triggers like the CMC. In the Generation 4, they came out with this channel. See that little channel right there? Underneath the hole where the trigger spring sits? They came out with that channel and they came out with this shape. That is to hold that trigger spring in place. That happened in the Generation 4. Previously, in the Generation 1, 2, and 3, they had this guy. See that? That's just a hole. And it literally just is there to... You loop the spring through, it holds it, maybe. So, when you're putting it back together, it's very easy for that trigger spring to slip out of place. And it's even possible for that to slip out of place while it is in the gun. It doesn't happen very often, but it could. So, that being said, and I have seen it in a CMC trigger, I saw it in an Apex kit, and when I was buying Generation 3 bars, I saw it come in along with the newer style Generation 3s. So, more than likely, pretty much guaranteed, unless it was a fluke, you will be getting a Generation 4 bar that has that guaranteed. You will not find a Generation 4 bar that has just that hole. So, if you're wondering why you got a Generation 4 bar with that hump ground off, that is the reason. I want to make it easier for you to run your trigger. So, let's recap for a moment. When you're putting that guy together, make sure that trigger spring is straight up and down. That hook is straight up and down, both on the trigger bar and on the trigger block, or you may have issues with the trigger reset. So, that being said, you guys have a great day, and if you have any questions or comments, do that below, or check me out on Instagram, TacticalPontoon. We will catch you later.